Been eager to reach out and touch base. Brian Blasko, golf buddy, but more importantly, speaker, author, and fun guy. Thanks for, I can't think of a better person I wanted to grab onto and get into this, especially what's going on here at Francoville and getting adjusted to this. And I just felt need a little nudge and a kick in the butt. And I figured I call my golf buddy who also travels the country doing this kind of pick me up and focusing. Focusing, I think, is what I think I needed to call you for.
So when it comes to motivation, here's what I tell people. So you've been in a bad mood before, correct?
Yep.
Yes. We've all been in a bad mood. We've all been in a bad mood leaving work, whether your boss was a schmuck or you just had a bad day. And then as you're driving home, someone cuts you off. So you got to slam on the brakes. You finally get home. Okay, you're exhausted, you're miserable, you're upset, and you open up the front door. And as soon as you do, there's your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, your son, your daughter. Okay, there's a dog or cat waiting to greet you. The moment you open the door, they jump into your arms and start licking your face. The dog or cat, Franco, not your wife. I know how you are. So all of a sudden, you get this bear hug, maybe let's say from your son or daughter, and they just say, I love you. See, I'd say we can change people. Now that's a bold statement for me to make, because there are many of my colleagues, professional speakers in my field, who disagree with me. They like to travel and say, you can't change anyone unless they
want to change themselves.
Exactly. Now, I agree. There's a small percentage of people, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, they're not going to budge, okay? But I'm a firm believer, about 95% of the people we come into contact with every day, 95% of the people we come into contact with every day, at work, at home, you can change them, you can motivate them without them having the want or desire to do so in the first place. Now, once they do it, obviously they have to do it from within. But I believe you can instill that principle in them without them really wanting it. And the example I just gave you was bad day at work, driving home, someone cuts you off, you're even more angry, you get home, you open up the front door, someone wraps their arms around you and says, I love you. And all of a sudden, bloop. And the whole thing is this. They, no matter who they were, changed you, period. See, they changed you without you really having the want or desire to do so in the first place. Because I know in my heart, you did not leave work in a bad mood thinking, I'm mad, but I'm going to see if someone can change me at home. It just happened. It was their love, their smile, their lick of the face, whatever it was, it changed. And I'm a firm believer that we have the ability, without waving pom-poms in someone's face, to change and influence them. It's the old cliche. I'm not even sure if it's a cliche, but it's the old phrase, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it
putt that 18-inch hole up.
Oh, yeah, right?
Can't make it drink.
Yeah, but I have a friend who used to say this. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. However, you can feed it salt tablets. So you can't necessarily make it drink unless you take its big horse head and shove it in the water, but you can do things to influence that horse to want to drink. And that's what I feel motivation is. It's not me telling you, you have to be better, you have to be happy, you have to be wonderful. Because listen, life sucks sometimes. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes myself, Brian Blasko, professional motivational speaker, I'm not always happy and cheery. There are some days where I'm like, don't touch me, don't talk to me, don't bother me. But in order to inspire others, whether it's during a pandemic like now or just in life, you don't have to wave pom-poms. You just have to be a person who influences. It's like Mark Victor Hansen said. Do you know who Mark Victor Hansen is?
No, teach me.
You just don't recognize his name. I just talked with one of my clients about this the other day. He's one of the co-authors of the Chicken Soup for the Soul book series. Remember?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, at one point, there was a chicken soup for every soul. I mean, there was chicken soup for the pet lover soul, the frog soul, the dog soul, the cat soul, the caterpillars. Okay. I was with Mark at a conference years ago, and he said something I thought was pretty neat, and here's what it was. He said there are two types of people in this world, two types. There are people who brighten a room when they walk into it. We've all met those people, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Todd Franco walks in a room, boom, brightens it.
Now, don't be making me blush here now.
There are people who brighten the room when they walk into it. Are you ready? And there are people who brighten the room when they walk out. And the moral of the story is you got to ask yourself, which one am I? Am I the kind of person when I walk into a room full of people, they say, yay, they're here? Or am I the kind of person when I leave the room, people say, yay, they're gone? That's how I look at it.